who will be representing the organization at Red Wilson Field for the 2025.
The Harwich Mariners have hit the road, and we're back in action tonight at Stony Brook Field. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. We welcome you in to the Mariners Radio Network. Gino, this is a Harwich team that last weekend, the conclusion of 4th of July weekend, they claimed the top team in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Since then, a couple days off, some rain issues as a game postponed. They've lost 2 in a row, Falmouth and then last night to Chatham, and now they're up against the new top team for record in the Cape, the Brewster Whitecaps.
Yeah, it should be a fun game tonight. The Mariners yesterday, the first loss this summer where the Mariners have lost by more than 3 runs. Every other loss has been fewer than that. So it was a shootout yesterday. It was a shootout against Falmouth a couple days ago. That's a good sign if you're looking for the offense to start clicking. And we talked to the players before the game, and almost all of them said that's a testament to just more BP, more reps, getting more comfortable with the wooden bats, and just being on time for the fastballs. And with the offense, unfortunately, it seems like the defense has started to give a little bit. More specifically, the pitching staff. Toby Twist looks to anchor down on the mound for a good start today.
He'll be the Mariners starter. Harwich still sporting the lowest earned run average in the Cape at 3.14, but they have their hands full tonight. In 2 matchups so far this summer against Brewster, the Mariners tied them in a shortened game on July the 3rd, and then the second of the 4th and 3rd home and home, they came into this ballpark we're at right now, Stony Brook Field, and beat down the Whitecaps 10-2. So an important matchup tonight. All-star teams have been released in the Cape Cod Baseball League as of just hours ago. Gino, the Mariners have a couple representatives.
Yeah, absolutely, a couple. I mean, you got just 5 alone in this starting order for the Mariners. Trey Broussard, D. Kennedy, Aiden Robbins, Maddox Maloney, Kyle Wolf. You've got Tanner Marsh, who's not in the order tonight, but he's an all-star as well. And then for the pitchers, Christian Rodriguez. So a lot of representatives for the Mariners, and all I would say are well-deserved because each and every one of those guys brings an element that someone else might not. So it's not just hitting, it's not just defense, it's a little bit of everything.
The Mariners are still 2 games over 500 after falling in 2 consecutive contests. Gino and I will have starting lineups when we come back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They are ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings, they are ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings, they are ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat.
It's game time here in Brewster. We welcome you into the Mariners Radio Network alongside Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman, and it's time for your Harwich Mariners starting lineup. The skipper, Steve Englert, goes to Trey Broussard in center. He'll lead things off. D. Kennedy batting second and playing third. Aiden Robbins in left field. Maddox Maloney back in the cleanup position and back at shortstop. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, Kyle Wolf. 6, 7, and 8 sounds like this. Bristol Carter in right. Sam Harris, the designated hitter, and the new guy in town, Scott Donahue, behind the plate. Rounding out Harwich's lineup will be the second baseman, Jake Coonan. They'll have a matchup tonight with the right-hander out of UC Irvine, Trevor Hansen. Gino, the first 5 guys in Harwich lineup tonight, Broussard, Kennedy, Robbins, Maloney, and Wolf, all named to the All-Star team today. How about that?
And all deservedly so. And the guy that really stands out to me, they all stand out, obviously, but D. Kennedy didn't play yesterday, and this is a guy that has really been lights out the last few games. Through his last 8 games, he's batting a .400 average. He's got a 1.171 OPS. He has been dynamite on offense for the Mariners in his last stretch of games. I'm really looking forward to him keeping that up. And also, we got to talk about Scott Donahue. Had his first at-bat yesterday, struck out, but we talked to him before the game, and he said he's ready to go. He's happy to be here, and got to get out of those early reps before he gets settled in here.
Just a UMass Lowell guy. Welcome to the Cape, the closest to the big leagues that you can get in summer baseball. The defense for the Brewster Whitecaps, starting in the outfield, going left to right. Carson Curson left, Adam Magpach in center, and Ryan Martin in right. The third baseman will be Brendan Lawson, paired with the left side infielder at short, Cal Fisher. The infield connection at second base will be Dalton Wentz, and moving over to first, Michael Anderson. The battery connection behind the dish with the right-hander Hansen will be Alex Sosa. The Mariners are back in their road baby blue unis with the red numbers and lettering and the navy blue trim. Trey Broussard, the left-handed hitting center fielder, will dig in as the leadoff man. 75 and sunny, a wonderful night for baseball in Brewster. Hansen readies the glove at the face. He winds and fires. First pitch, a fastball upstairs, 1-0. 5:05 first pitch. Brewster in some good-looking pinstripe unis today. All white, the turquoise and teal trim, a little bit of navy on the hats. I like these looks, Gino.
Yeah, you're a big fan of these. I remember the last time they wore them.
1-0 is popped up towards foul territory, left field line. Will anyone get there? Coming in from left is Carson Kearse. What a play. Ran all the way into the Brewster bullpen down the left field line. And 2 pitches and a fly out in foul territory from Trey Broussard to start things off at Stony Brook Field.
Now batting the third baseman from Kansas State, number 11, D.
That brings up the third baseman, D. Kennedy. Gino, you mentioned just how hot this guy has been.
Yeah, looking to keep it up here.
Kennedy has found a new swagger, whether it's the all-star team or just getting comfortable in Harwich. First pitch, a little bit off the outer edge, 1-0. We were at batting practice today, and he was dancing to the music pre-game, talking to all the guys, came up and talked to us. Just something that D. Kennedy wasn't doing his first 2 weeks in Harwich.
A lot more loose, you could say.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. With Hansen, it's a combination of sinker slider. We'll also throw a curveball in there. The fastball's not overpowering, comes in right around 90. 1-1, 1 out, top of the first. Kennedy the batter. Righty-righty matchup. Blasted down the third base line, but foul, 1-2. The Mariners are coming into tonight. Losers in 2 in a row, dating back to Tuesday night at home against Falmouth, and then last night, a tough 12-7 loss against the Chatham A's. 2-strike pitch. Skips in the dirt, 2-2. For Brewster, there's not a hotter team in the Cape League right now. Winners in 4 in a row. The last time they saw the Mariners on the 3rd and 4th of July, Harwich tied the first and then won the second. Brewster then lost that Friday over the weekend and haven't lost since.
They've been up and down.
2-2. That's low. A good take runs the count full to Kennedy.
And that's what assistant coach John Schiffner said before the game. If you lose 3 in a row, you got to win 6, right? And that's the way baseball works. You got to make sure that you're above 500 when it all is said and done.
Payoff pitch. Popped up foul over our heads down the first base line. Kennedy stays alive. A true testament to just how rock solid this Mariners team has been this summer. 8 losses, 10 wins, 3 ties. And the first 5 guys in the lineup tonight will be playing in the All-Star game next weekend. But work to do first in Brewster. 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the curveball. A curveball that was, to be frank, an absolute hanger. And it may have caught Kennedy off guard. He swings through it, 2 up, 2 down. The first strikeout of the game for Hansen.
Kennedy talking with Robbins, who's up to bat now, right as Kennedy was walking back to the dugout. He talked about that curveball. I'm sure that's what he was explaining to Robbins.
Here's another scorching hot Mariner in the batter's box, Aiden Robbins. First pitch to Robbins. Off the outside corner, 1-0. Robbins nods his head a couple times, looks at Maddox Maloney on deck and said, yeah, I got this guy teed up already. He awaits the 1-0. Hansen gets set, comes home, and nails the top part of the zone for a strike. 1-1. Trevor Hansen at UC Irvine pitched a whopping 95 innings at school, had a 3.3 ERA. That's good stuff right there. The 1-1, that's too tall, 2-1. Brewster, along with this winning streak they're on, seemed like last night was the staple win. 10-5 domination against YD. 2-0 is a curveball low. Robbins gets ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike.
And that game was called early, obviously probably already decided by that point, but, I mean, still, a lot of these games for Brewster here at Stony Brook have been called early.
3-1 pitch, check swing. Pitch was high. He did not go around, ball 4. Robbins walks on a good at-bat, and the first base runner for the Mariners comes on 5 pitches. And with 2 outs, Robbins takes first, and we'll see Maddox Maloney get an at-bat in the opening frame.
How about Robbins just continuing to set the tempo on offense? That's now 9 walks. That's second most on the team. He was tied with Kennedy and Carter heading into today.
Always good to get Maloney an at-bat with runners on. Throw over to first. Robbins back in a bang-bang play, but the head-first dive has him in there safely. 1 on, 2 out, no score in the top of the first at Stony Brook Field. A righty-righty matchup with the Mariners shortstop Maloney. Throw over to first again. This time Robbins jumps back into the bag safely. Maloney yet to see a first offering from the starter Hansen. He comes home. Curveball misses high, 1-0. So not a high velo guy tonight in the starter Hansen. Harwich has been swinging the bats well through the 2-game skid. It's just been the defense and, for a change, the pitching. Not as steady so far. Throw over to first. Robbins back in safely.
I've been really impressed with the timely scoring by the Mariners. It's, you know, you look at the hitting numbers, they don't blow you away, but they're timely hits that have plated big runs.
Here's the 1-0. Popped up foul behind home plate. The count's even. 1 ball and 1 strike to Maloney. And you mentioned the timely hits, Gino. You look back to the game on the 4th at this exact ballpark. Harwich won the game against Brewster 10-2. They scored 8 runs in the 7th inning of that game. Felt like that may have been a turning point for this offense. Throw back over to first is the 4th of this at-bat. Robbins back in time.
I think that was a turning point for the offense as a whole, but for a lot of the individual guys as well. I mean, Aiden Robbins said after that game that he felt like he was finding his groove after a nice outing. I'm sure a lot of the other guys had the same way.
1-1. Way too high with the fastball. 2-1. Maloney looking for a pitch down the middle. 2 balls and 1 strike to the shortstop out of Oregon. He's been the guy offensively this summer for Harwich. 2-1. This one's popped up. Infield fly. Dalton Wentz, the second baseman, stands in his position and makes the play for out number 3. So the Mariners strand Robbins after a 2-out walk. No score through the first half inning of this one. We head to bottom 1 on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Bottom of the first, the Brewster Whitecaps are due up against the left-handed starter for the Mariners. Toby Twist is back out there, made his last start last Saturday against the Chatham A's. But before that, let's take a peek at the Whitecaps starting lineup. Batting first, an all-star, the third baseman Brendan Lawson. Batting second and playing short, Cal Fisher. Batting third, the right fielder out of Dallas Baptist, Ryan Martin. 4, 5, and 6 sounds like this. Back-to-back All-Stars with Dalton Wentz and Carson Kurse. Then hitting sixth will be Alex Sosa, the catcher. 7, 8, and 9 is Colton Coates as a DH. Michael Anderson, the first baseman. And rounding out Jamie Shevchek's lineup, the center fielder Adam Magpok. A lefty-lefty matchup to start with Twist. In his last outing against Chatham, 3 2/3, 3 hits. Did not give up an earned run. Struck out 3. And walk 2. He kicks and deals. First pitch, a fastball in on Lawson, 1-0.
Yeah, and Twist continues to look more and more confident with each time he goes on the mound. His first couple of appearances went for just 2 innings, right? So Steve Angler trying to give him more time to adapt.
The 1-0 nails the bottom portion of the strike zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. That was a 6-1 win a week ago today in that start for Twist against Chatham. 1-1. Same pitch, a little bit lower. Called a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. It's Ryan DeMari behind the plate, calling balls and strikes today. 2-1. Laser into center. Maloney rises and catches it.
Oh, man.
Maddox Maloney may have just jumped 4 feet into the air and snagged that one that was easily 100 off the bat.
A web gem, snow cone, whatever you want to call it. Maloney 6'2" over there in short. But, I mean, man, you said it exactly right, Luke. Leapt up into the air and he just caught the top part of his webbing.
He was positioned extremely well, very much up the middle. A few paces to the left of the second base bag. First pitch swinging is Cal Fisher. He pops one up. Down the first base line, Jake Coonan comes over from second and makes the easy catch. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the first.
And that's a big start for Twist on the mound, because to give up a hit against the first batter you face, that could be a little bit of a sign for things to come, right? It's all a mental game for these pitchers, and so when you have a guy like Maloney saving a hit and recording an out, now all of a sudden you deal with a little bit more swagger.
Here's Ryan Martin. First pitch. In there, strike 1. Martin transferring to Dallas Baptist from JUCO. An unbelievable year, one of the top hitters in all of junior college. 0-1, a wave and a miss. Twist quickly ahead, 0-2.
Twist
like you
deals
mentioned,
fast,
Gino,
too.
He works quick. He plays to contact.
Absolutely.
And he's still rehabbing. This is a guy who missed 80% of the college season. 0-2. A little bit inside with the fastball. A nice pitch. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. No score in the bottom of the first at Stony Brook Field. Twist kicks and deals. Pitch in the dirt gets away from him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's got to be almost a little bit nerve-wracking at times to be a starter and you get injured, some of these surgeries they go through to go back out there, and you're doing it against the stiffest competition in the country. 2-2 is low with the fastball. The count's now full.
It's always a mental battle when you go through a surgery that's rather invasive or changes up the mechanics of things, because you're right, there is that barrier where you have to overcome that. You're worried that maybe you're going to re-injure it.
Payoff pitch. Inside ball 4. So after getting ahead 0-2 to Ryan Martin, 4 consecutive balls from Twist, and a 2-out base runner for the Whitecaps. That's a tough one to lose. You never want to get ahead 0-2 and get nitpicky to the point where you lose a guy.
We saw that a lot yesterday.
A ton. Mariners walked 9 Chatham A's and sacrificed 12 hits to a Chatham lineup that hadn't scored a run since Sunday night. 1 on, 2 out, no score. The cleanup man, Dalton Wentz, digs in. First pitch to Wentz. Popped up foul right behind home plate. In all 3 batters tonight, Twist has gotten ahead on a first pitch strike. Or now all 4, excuse me. Pretty good crowd here at Stony Brook Field. They draw well. Right on site of Stony Brook Elementary. Twist working from the stretch. The 0-1. Pushed into right. Coming in is Bristol Carter. He's running quick. He's under it. That's the 3rd out of the first. Carter got a good jump on a jam shot the other way from the right-handed hitting Wentz. And just like the Mariners did in the top half of the first, a 2-out walk, and that base runner is stranded on the Wentz flyout. No score after 1. We'll be back for inning number 2 on the Mariners Radio Network.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Seen more than once.
Back here in Brewster, no score after one. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Mariners. That's Wolf, Carter, and Harris. The starter, Trevor Hansen, after a scoreless first, stranding Robbins after his 2-out walk, is back on the rubber. Hansen has started 2 times so far this summer, and he's taken the loss in both starts, at Chatham and Catuit. The rising junior started all 32 weekends of his college career at UC Irvine, 95 1/3 innings pitched. First of all, you just got to give the kid credit for coming out and playing summer ball. Wolf digs in. A righty-righty matchup, first pitch of the second inning. A fastball on the outside corner, 0-1.
You talk about so many reps, and we talked to the players about that because it's not just the pitchers, but obviously the players coming off of school seasons. And to be honest with you, they like the breaks, but it also disrupts a flow that they have going on.
0-1. Hard hit, fly ball towards right center. Coming in is the right fielder, Ryan Martin. He's there in right center for out number 1. Wolf just got under that one.
Like even as simple as we talked to Aiden Robbins, and he said, you know, Seton Hall didn't make the playoffs, right? Didn't make a postseason. So, you know, I was home by June, early June. And, you know, to come here, your first pitches are real game situations. You have to get used to that.
With 1 out and nobody on, Bristol Carter climbs a few spots in the Mariners lineup tonight. He's up. First pitch to Carter. A curveball that drops into the bottom part of the zone, 0-1. Bristol still the team leader in stolen bases, but the power has come to life recently. 0-1 pitch. Same pitch, same spot, the exact same result, 0-2. He hit that home run against YD on Sunday night and homered last night against the Chatham A's, a 3-run homer. He's behind 0-2. The 0-2 skips about 4 feet in front of the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Anytime a pitch is low, I mean, that time was really low, it was in the dirt, but anytime there's a pitch that's a little borderline or anywhere close to the knees, Carter will literally bend over to see exactly where that pitch lands.
He's behind 1-2. No score in the top of the second. The pitch. Got him on the outside corner with the fastball. Carter did not offer and strikes out looking. That's the second strikeout tonight for the starter, Hansen.
Now batting, the designated hitter from Duke, number 30, Sam Harris.
2 outs, just like that. A quick and efficient start so far on the rubber for Trevor Hansen. The batter now is Sam Harris, the 6'5" left-handed hitting Virginia product. Takes a first pitch fastball high, 1-0. You look at the pitch arsenal for Trevor Hansen. The 4-seam fastball that's a little bit more of a sinker. He throws a changeup, but we've seen a ton of the curveball tonight. 1-0. Crushed towards second, another leaping grab. This time for the Whitecaps, it's Dalton Wentz. There's something in the air tonight where these guys are flying out of their shoes. The Mariners go in order in the second. No score. We go to the bottom half on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Some sparkling defense on display in Brewster. We're just about ready to start the bottom of the second inning. But Gino, how about the defense? An inning-ending lined out to second baseman Dalton Wentz, who rose up for a nice grab, and then Maddox Maloney for the Harwich defense made one to start the game at short. First pitch of the bottom of the second is a strike to Carson Curse.
He talked about there's got to be something in the air, or I don't know what it is, but yeah, you're right. Not only to have the reaction, but the jump.
0-1. A little bit low with the heater, 1-1. The All-Stars for the Brewster Whitecaps in the lineup tonight. Brendan Lawson, who hit first. Dalton Wentz, who was the last out of the first. And this guy right here, Curse, who swings through a 1-1 fastball. He's behind 1-2. It'll be Curse, Sosa, and Coates, the three due up for the Whitecaps in the bottom of the second. No score. Toby Twist back out there. Two-strike pitch. A little bit high and tight, 2-2.
Curse's ability to play multiple positions. I mean, last time he played the Mariners, he was shortstop. Now he's in left field today.
2-2. Thought about offering, stayed away from a breaking ball low. The count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. The leadoff man in the bottom of the second for Brewster. Whitecaps trying to defend their home field. 3-2. Just off the inside corner. Ball 4. That one was close, Gino.
Yeah, and it was nice framing there from Donahue. But Damari behind the plate, not budging.
Remember that Scott Donahue is making his first start of the summer for the Mariners behind the plate. Donahue is a temporary guy and called up to the team because Macon Winslow got injured on Sunday against YD. We don't know if it's a serious injury or he just called it quits for the summer. Nonetheless, we hope he's doing well at home. First pitch to Alex Sosa in there, strike 1. Twist went to the curveball.
Doesn't matter how or when you get the opportunity, but it's about how you do with the opportunity. So excited for Donahue today.
Twist now working from the stretch with the runner at first. He stares at Curse and now comes home. The 0-1 is skied foul behind the plate. Twist quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. But, Gino, in Summer League where there's so much turnover, guys coming in, guys coming out, it's like, so what if someone new's playing second base? But for a catcher, it could be a big deal. You build a battery with each pitcher. You know their strengths. You know when to maybe get off a knee and to be prepared for a curveball that might spit away. So we'll see how Donahue does tonight. The 0-2. Broken bat right back to the pitcher Twist, and he catches the weak fly out of the air for out number 1. So a pop up to the pitcher for out number 1. Just a jam shot that ate up Alex Sosa. Domination in that at-bat.
Yeah.
Twist got ahead 0-2. Sosa had to swing at the fastball up and in and was just abused by Toby Twist. 1 on, 1 out, no score in the bottom of the second. Colton Coates, the designated hitter, will step in for the first time today. First pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Nice pitch there from Twist.
The way these two teams stack up, pretty similar in a lot of categories. Both bottom 3 in the league in batting average. 0-1 is a little bit high, 1-1. You have the exact amount of home runs with 12 apiece, just 3 walks apart from each other. The Mariners do lose the strikeout battle quite a bit. Harwich, offensively at least, really trying to put more bat on ball. 1-1 pitch. Popped up foul, Twist ahead 1-2. But that team ERA, the 3.14 for the Harwich Mariners, staying atop the Cape. And that's in back-to-back losses, giving up 9 runs to Falmouth and 12 last night to Chatham. Twist off to another good start tonight. 1 on, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch to Coates. Comes home. Another jam shot. This one is cued towards second base. Kunin underneath. 2 outs. That's how you know a guy is really getting to hitters, Gino. It may not be the strikeouts. Twist doesn't have one of those tonight. But if you're getting ahead and then getting up and in and just eating guys up, that's blistering.
It's confidence and it's command from Twist.
2 outs. The runner at first, still Carson Curse after a leadoff walk in the bottom of the second. Here's Michael Anderson. Twist from the belt. First pitch. In the zone, strike 1. Toby does not blow you away with power. 84 on the change, around 79 with the curve. We've seen the fastball get as high as 91 tonight. But getting ahead and pitching to contact is what he does. 0-1 offering. Jam shot foul, 0-2. Anderson, the Arkansas first baseman. They had quite a run in the College World Series. Just a heartbreaking collapse at the end. That was tough to watch. Twist ahead, 0-2. 1 on, 2 out. The pitch. Ground ball. Dodges the Brewster dugout. Foul. Count stays the same. Magpok on deck. He's the final hitter in the Whitecaps lineup. Early starts at Brewster. First pitch was at 5:05. One of just a few ballparks in the Cape League without lights. 0-2, runner goes from first. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Not in time. A good pitch to run on. A curveball at just 82 miles an hour. And the catcher, Scott Donahue, had a good throw. There just wasn't much behind it. Carson Curse in scoring position. He takes second.
A little bit high, too, from Donahue, but you're right. Got it out pretty nicely.
1-2 the count to Anderson. Runner in scoring position. Twist looks at Curse at second. Now comes to the plate. A ball high. Just millimeters high. 2-2. We talked to assistant coach John Schiffner, a guy who has been around the Cape League as a player and now a coach. And he said Brewster just tries to win every pitch. 2-2. Got him looking. Brought it down just a little bit with the changeup. That time it hit the top part of the zone. Strike 3, the first K of the night for Toby Twist. No score through 2 in Brewster. We'll be back for inning number 3 on the Mariners Radio Network.
offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
Beautiful day here in Brewster. Time for the top of the third here at Stony Brook Field. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. 8-9-1 due up for the Mariners. Leading things off is Scott Donahue, making his first start here on Cape Cod. Jake Coonan on deck, Trey Broussard in the hole. Donahue had his first at-bat yesterday. Struck out against the Anglers in the bottom of the ninth. As the first pitch, he lets whistle by for strike one.
It's always tough. You come into a game, you come into Harwich pretty much the day before, and you got a pinch hit on a day you weren't expecting to play. Your first at-bat in the Cape. We'll see what he does with his first start in the Cape.
Righty on righty, the 0-1. Just a little bit low. An 89-mile-per-hour fastball that time from Trevor Hansen in his third inning of work. So far has given up no hits and just one walk. Here's the 1-1 to Donahue. Breaking ball that time, hits the bottom part of the zone. Strike two against Donahue. And we talked to him yesterday, and he said that, after that first at-bat, he's just trying to get himself settled in, trying to be on time for the fastball. Here comes the 1-2. Bopped up infield left side. This one's going to arc a little bit further into shallow left. But shortstop Cal Fisher there to make the head-high grab for out number one.
Yeah, Donahue's going to be a guy that I think is easy to root for. Not that he shouldn't be here, doesn't deserve to be here, but he wasn't expecting to be here, Gino. He was called up days ago. We're past the midway point of this summer. So if he can get going a little bit and become an everyday Mariner, that would be a fun story to keep an eye on.
It certainly would. Here comes Jake Coonan from the right side. The Princeton product. His first pitch. It's upstairs for strike one. Coonan did not play yesterday against Chatham. He's had the last few days off due to the cancellation against Bourne and then the day off on Thursdays. The 0-1, this one skied into dead center. Adam Madpuck there to make the grab for out number two.
Gino, with both these starters today, Hansen for Brewster and then Twist for the Mariners, nothing fast. We've seen a ton of hanging breaking balls early, and those have been working. Not even a hit so far tonight. But when you see those and you know the talent that some of these power hitters in the Cape have, you better look out, because you run into one of those 76-mile-an-hour curveballs upstairs in the location we've seen a few of them so far tonight, these guys will make you pay.
Here's the lefty Trey Broussard as the order turns over for the Mariners. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one.
Now that's a good curveball. Started at the lower portion of the zone and ditched the plate into the dirt.
Had Broussard second guessing. He was about halfway through his swing. He digs back in. The 0-1. Skips in the dirt, gets away from Sosa, and hits the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike to Broussard, and you talked about a lot of breaking balls, a lot of off-speed pitches so far in this game. It's funny because we talked to a lot of the Mariners, and they said what's worked so well is we've now started to figure out how to hit fastballs in this league. So a little bit of a different approach today. 1-1, a soft bouncer to the left of the mound, and Hansen can't field it. He went to scoop it up with his glove, and as he rose up, the ball still sat in the grass.
The amount of times we've seen Trey Broussard with that swinging bunt style of bouncing ball right back to the pitcher, especially to the left side of the mound. If you're looking at the mound from the batter's box, it's a hit for Trey every time, and it's going to be ruled a hit. He has unbelievable speed, and that's partially the reason that A, he's an all-star, and B, the hit leader right now as a Mariner. He can just beat balls out and puts the ball in play.
He can also steal bases. First hit of the day for the Mariners and for both teams, courtesy of Trey Broussard. First pitch to D. Kennedy from the right side. A strike. It's the outer part of the zone. Kennedy struck out in his last at-bat. But Broussard, who stands on first, has been dynamite on offense for the Mariners. Most hits on the team as they throw him back to first and pick him off. A nice job from Hansen on the mound to get it out of his glove quickly. And Broussard wasn't ready for it. Dove with his right hand first, but it wasn't in time for the Anderson tag. And so that's how we end the top of the third. Still scoreless here from Stony Brook. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to...
We welcome you back here to Stony Brook Field alongside Luke Brenneman. I'm Gino Antamarino, still scoreless heading into the home half of the third. 9-1-2, 2 up in the Whitecaps order. Adam Magpok, the left fielder, leading things off. His first at-bat here today. And as the order turns over, it's Brendan Lawson on deck and Cal Fisher in the hole. Toby Twist on the mound, comes home. First pitch just a little low for ball one. The Oregon Duck on the mound in his third inning of work has looked quite solid out there. No hits given up so far. Just 2 walks and a strikeout. Takes a deep breath, comes home. 1-0, high and tight, 2 balls, no strikes. Lefty on righty matchup to start the bottom of the third. Adam Magpok, the recent transfer to San Diego State from Boston College. It's the 2-0. This is inside at the shins. 89-mile-per-hour fastball from Twist. As he's quickly down 3-0 in this count.
Yeah, Twist has done a nice job tonight throwing first pitch strikes, but has been a little bit all over the outside of the plate. Needs to hone it in.
The 3-0. Right on cue, there's the strike. Fastball hits the upper part of the zone. 3-1 the count to Magpok. The pitch. Called strike 2. Upstairs, inside corner. Another fastball from Twist. Magpok actually chucked his bat towards the dugout. He thought he was walked as he pats his chest to Ryan Damari behind home plate and says, "That's on me. Let me go retrieve that."
You got to respect that.
Payoff pitch. Bounced foul, third base side, over by the Whitecaps dugout. A few of the players fighting for that ground ball, almost looking like fans. Trying to get the souvenir.
Gino, how about that fan setup and the crowd in center field? Now, I would be over there if I was here.
Some bleachers over there in center with some lawn chairs. Payoff pitch. This one's gapped through the left side. A base hit for Adam Magpok. And so a leadoff single to start the home half of the third. Still no score here at Brewster.
Magpok's hitting ninth, hasn't been the greatest of hitters this summer, but give him a lot of credit. He gets ahead 3-0, and as a hitter, all you're thinking is, I'm the leadoff man, I'm hitting ninth, let's get on and get something going. He thinks he took ball 4, he chucked his bat, then it's a full count, and he dialed back in to lace one into left. That's a really good at-bat to start the third.
Here's the lefty, Brendan Lawson, as the order turns over. This one's lined over the head of the shortstop, Maloney. Gets into left center. Magpok races past second. He pulls into third, standing. The throw to second, not there. A standing double from Lawson and a standing ovation for him here at Stony Brook Field. Back-to-back hits for the Whitecaps, the first 2 hits of the day for them.
This is when Twist can get into a little bit of trouble. You're going to get hit if you pitch to contact, but you got to get ahead and stay on the downhill. So far in this inning, he hasn't been ahead once, and both Magpok and Lawson lacing balls into left.
Lawson can get some good power on those pitches. There's a reason why he's in the home run contest this year here on the Cape. Here's Cal Fisher from the right side, his first offering. Popped up behind home plate. Donahue rips off the face mask, runs over towards the fence, and he can't get underneath it. Ball dropped right next to him as he crashed into the fence that separates the field from the bleachers.
Not an easy play by any stretch, but that's a play you got to make. Got to help your pitcher out.
Right. With the sun beaming down right over those bleachers, I'm sure it was tough to locate that as well.
I've seen him warm up now back-to-back days with those balls hit behind the plate, an exact practice of that, and he has struggled a little bit this summer.
Had a tough time gauging where that ball's going to land. Here's the 0-1 to Fisher. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 90-mile-per-hour fastball blows away Fisher. 0 for 1 today, had a fly out to the second baseman, Coonan.
Got to be ready if you're Donahue to get dirty and keep a ball in front if he goes to the dirt with the 0-2.
2 runners in scoring position. Twist trying to put him away, the 0-2. Bounced foul, third base side, over by the Brewster dugout.
If you're Twist, you're thinking about the strikeout, but you're also thinking about limiting damage. If you're going to miss down. Don't throw something that may be center cut or catch too much of the bottom portion of the plate, because Cal Fisher will make you pay.
He's got 8 RBIs this summer, one of the leaders in that category through 10 games played. He's got 2 in scoring position. Takes a deep breath from the right side. Here's the 0-2. Up high, gets away from Donahue, and here comes Magpok streaking in. He's into home standing. First run of the day, and it belongs to the Whitecaps. They're up 1-0 in the home half of the third.
Another play behind the plate that probably should have been made. The fastball, if they're set up high, then they're set up high and most likely out of the zone in an 0-2 count. That one was high, as in taller than the catcher Donahue's head, and just tipped off the top portion of his glove.
So we resume with the at-bat to Fisher with a 1-2 count and no outs. The pitch up high again. This time Donahue gets the glove in front of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's been a tough at-bat for Toby Twist. Got ahead early, thought he had him on the foul out, and now Fisher really battling at the plate.
Twist takes a deep breath, trying to settle in here. Comes home the 2-2. Fouled straight back. So Magpok scoring the first run of the day off a wild pitch. Notched the first hit of the day for the Whitecaps. Was brought to third by Brendan Lawson off a standing double. He now stands on third. Here's the 2-2. skied high in the air to dead center. Broussard takes a few steps forward, gets underneath it, records the out. He's going to throw home, but Lawson sliding, taps home plate with his right toe first. 2-0 Whitecaps in the bottom of the third.
It's a good at-bat. Fisher stayed alive, was behind 0-2, and did his job. A fly ball to center. Got to credit Trey Broussard. That was a heck of a throw. Did it actually not even off one hop, but not in time to beat Brendan Lawson at the plate.
Fisher has been a really big spark on offense for Brewster in just his 11th game. He's already RBIs. Here's Ryan Martin from the right side. No base runners. First pitch, a strike on the inside. 1 out in the bottom of the third after that fly out from Fisher that brought home Lawson. The 0-1. Fastball high. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right fielder.
Just trying to get out of the third now. 1 out, nobody on. A chance to reset for Toby Twist. Has been dealing with runners in scoring position for a long while now.
The 1-1. Hard hit ground ball, gets past D. Kennedy along that third base line and into the outfield. And look out, some trouble fielding from Robbins, and that's going to lead to a double from Martin. That hit from the right fielder almost kissed off the third base bag. Kennedy wasn't there, and it actually careened towards foul territory past the bag. Robbins had to haul his way over into foul territory, and as he went to scoop it up, just kind of bobbled it. That gave Martin enough time to round past first and get to second easily. Third hit of the day for Brewster. They have been rolling in this home half of the third.
Kennedy was shifted towards the third base bag, but that ball was hit so hard, a worm burner, he had no chance.
Here's Dalton Wentz from the right side. His first pitch. Low at the feet for ball 1.
But, Gino, just something that is starting to become a thing for the Mariners, these snowball innings, where, yes, second and third to start the inning, but at worst, let's limit the damage to 2. And right now, that's what it is so far, and we'll see if Twist can get out of it. But the consecutive strings of hits right now for the opposition, not something you're used to seeing and especially want to see if you're Steve Engler.
Kyle Wolf from first base going over to tap Toby Twist on the rear end. Give him some words of encouragement as he looks down at his glove. Runner in scoring position in Martin. He looks back at him. Now fires home the 1-0 to Wentz. Popped up to shallow right. Carter sprinting, makes the head-high grab, and keeps Martin at bay at second.
Looks like with the immense amount of sunlight we're getting tonight, right field is getting a majority of it. So that right side of the infield, Kunin caught one over there in shallow right. Carter's a rock-solid right fielder, and he was even having a tough time dodging the sun on that.
A beautiful day here in Brewster, not if you're an outfielder, if I'm right, Luke. 71 degrees and sunny. The wind blowing from right to left. The American flag in right center, blowing towards the side of the scoreboard in left. Here's Carson Kearse from the right side. His first pitch at the chest for ball 1. And off speed at 81 miles per hour. Kearse walked in his last at-bat, stole second, and was stranded there. The 1-0. Another changeup this time hits the inner edge for strike 1.
Gino, on that same note that I mentioned about snowball innings, if Twist can strand this runner at second on the 1-out double from Martin, Harwich only down 2, can get it right back in the 4th.
The 1-1. Skips in the dirt. Nice job from Donahue to knock it down and keep it in front of him as he leaned to his left. Right to the side of the righty Kearse. 2-1 the count with 2 outs to Kearse. Bottom of the third, Ryan Martin on second after a double. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside at the waist. But you talked about these snowball innings for the Mariners. I mean, yesterday against Chatham, gave up a run in all but just 3 innings. The 3-1. Tapped foul right at the plate. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Curse. One of 3 All-Stars in this lineup tonight for the Whitecaps. Cape League All-Stars were announced a little bit earlier today. The Mariners with 5 All-Stars in their lineup tonight. The 3-2. High heat, swing and a miss from Curse. And that ends the frame with Martin stranded on second. But the Whitecaps did some damage. They're up 2-0 as we head into the 4th. The Mariner bats trying to get something going here from Stony Brook Field. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings, they are ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group.
The Whitecaps draw first blood here in front of their home faithful in Stony Brook Field. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. Mariners time to see if they can strike back. 2-3-4 due up in their lineup. Here's D. Kennedy leading things off. Aiden Robbins on deck. Maddox Maloney in the hole. 3 really solid hitters for the Mariners, especially with this guy who digs in from the right side. Kennedy in his last 8 games batting a .400 average. 3 doubles, a home run, 7 RBIs, 7 walks in those games. Righty on righty, first pitch. Swing and a miss. A curveball drops in at 77. Right on the lower part of the zone. Trevor Hansen in his 4th inning of work has given up just 1 hit. It was just a tapper to the left of the mound from Trey Broussard. The 0-1. Another breaking ball low. Gets Kennedy to swing. 0-2 the count. Kennedy takes a deep breath.
Hansen working quickly now.
Hansen nods. Deals home. Just misses high. That time a fastball. Good eye from Kennedy as he takes a deep breath, stares at his bat.
You can tell that Hansen's really feeling every last stitch of the baseball right now. He's barely missing the strike zone when he misses.
The 1-2. High. This time a little bit higher up.
Tried to cock that one back a little more, the fastball. That's the fastest we've seen it tonight at 91.
That pitch came in right at the nose of Kennedy. Sosa, the catcher, had to rise to haul it in. Here's the 2-2 to Kennedy. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That 91-mile-per-hour fastball right in the zone that time. And so 1 retired in the top of the 4th, courtesy of 3rd strikeout.
Texas, number 24, Aiden Robbins.
This is now the 3rd consecutive game where the Mariners are forced to play from behind early in the game.
In both those games, the last 2 I'm talking about, Falmouth and Chatham, Mariners made it a game. Here's Aiden Robbins from the right side. Stares at a first pitch that misses outside, 90-mile-per-hour fastball. At one point in the middle stages of the game, Mariners were down by just 2. 1-0. It's the bottom edge for strike 1. Breaking ball. Against Falmouth, it's down by 3. Towards the later stages of that game as well, after a lightning delay. 1-1, drops in there for strike 2.
And the start of tonight with just one hit in the 4th inning, Harwich has got to be more aggressive. We talked about this last night, Gino, taking too many pitches down the middle of the zone.
The 1-2. Ground ball to the left side of the infield. Lawson, the third baseman, fields it, throws across the diamond for out number 2.
It's just so much more difficult to hit, and especially hit for power when you're behind in a 2-strike count.
You're right.
Any pitch that's borderline, you got to throw your hands at it. You might not be able to load up and step into one and try and pull a pitch like you could if you're ahead. 2-0, 3-1, hitter-friendly counts. And you're hitting against a guy in Hansen. He threw 95 innings at school and walked 31 batters. He does not walk guys.
You bring up a very good point, Luke. Here's Maddox Maloney from the right side. First pitch misses low. Shintaro Inoue, a guy who's not in the lineup today for the Mariners, swung at just 3 pitches yesterday. Talked to Bristol Carter before the game, and he said, we got to be ready to hit. 1-0. It's the outside edge for strike 1.
And tonight it's been different because Hansen doesn't have a fastball that he pounds in there. He's going to a lot of the slower stuff, change-up curveball.
1-1. Just tapped foul, third base side. 2 Brewster players charging after that foul ball. Went all the way down towards the wall in left field.
Dang, if they want a ball so bad, I got one in my backpack.
Almost like a foot race. Here's the 1-2 to Maloney. High and away for ball 2.
Surprisingly, unlike most guys, or pretty much every guy, Hansen seems to have more control over the changeup and curve right now than the fastball.
You're right. The 2-2. In there for strike 3, 92-mile-per-hour heater. Maloney thought about swinging, elected to hold off. He shakes his head as he walks back to the Mariner dugout. 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. They're down 2-0 heading into the home half of the 4th. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to trick. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Welcome back to Stony Brook Field here in Brewster. Time for the bottom of the 4th. 6-7-8 due up for the Whitecaps. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. Alex Sosa leading things off, the catcher. On deck, Colton Coates, the designated hitter. And in the hole, Michael Anderson, the first baseman. Toby Twist on the mound in his 4th inning of work. The left-hander from Oregon faces off against the lefty Alex Sosa for the second time today. He deals home. This is low and away. Ball 1. Sosa flew out to the mound his last time at bat.
Mariners have used 9 pitchers their last 2 ball games.
The 1-0. Just misses outside. Fastball. 2 balls, no strikes.
I would think that's the reason that they're keeping Twist in for the 4th, but this is the deepest we've seen him go into a game now this summer. He got beat up a little bit.
2-0. High and away, 3 balls, no strikes. And it seemed like the last inning, Luke, is when the Whitecaps really broke open the floodgates. Notched their first 3 hits of the game, 2 runs. Left 1 on base after a double from Ryan Martin. 3-0. In there for strike 1, a fastball clips the bottom edge.
I mean, there's a lot of numbers and analytics that go into spin rates, how well you're throwing the ball, your velocity, but the eye test is the most obvious one. He was giving up a lot of hard and loud contact last inning.
3-1, strike 2.
The fastball's down, that one right there on the outer edge, a good pitch, but at 89. Twist is a guy still rehabbing, and the Mariners are a team that are trying to win right now. It would be impressive if he can get through this 4th inning, but definitely a risky bet.
Payoff pitch. Low and outside. Ball 4. So Sosa will take his spot on first. A leadoff walk to start the home half of the 4th. Here comes Colton Coates, the designated hitter, as Toby Twist looks over towards the Mariner dugout, pulls his sleeves up. He's got a compression shirt underneath the baby blue uniforms that the Mariners are rocking today. First pitch to the righty, Coates. Popped up in foul territory, right side, as Kyle Wolf makes the head-high grab for out number 1.
That's a huge first out. Not because the magnitude of the inning or obviously it's still a tight game, but early. Just a walk to start the inning in the 4th. We mentioned a big ask Toby to go out there and pitch another inning after sacrificing 2 runs and 3 hits, still stranding a runner in scoring position in the 3rd. So now maybe a chance to calm down, still working for the stretch, but looking for a double play ball here.
First pitch to Michael Anderson from the right side, a swing and a miss for strike 1. 81 mile per hour off speed. Anderson really color coordinated today. He's got the teal and navy bat. Looks great with the uniforms for Brewster. The 0-1. Skied foul into the bleachers.
That is a nice combination.
Usually
he's got to get those
rocking
maroon,
the school colors.
He's rocking the maroon cleats. Terrible. Got to get some teal cleats. I'd go with the turquoise cleats. But if you go with the turquoise cleats, you better get a couple hits.
He's got that reddish maroon after Arkansas, where he just played last year, as the 0-2 swing and a miss for strike 3. A big strikeout from Toby Twist, his 3rd of the day. And there's 2 away with a base runner on first. And here's the 9-spot hitter, Adam Magpok.
Twist is showing a lot right now, Gino. We've seen a lot of good starts from Toby Twist. That ERA right around 5, so right up there to speed. But if he can get out of the 4th, this is an excellent start to the game for the Mariners.
Adam Magpok digs in from the right side. Twist checks on the runner at first. Sosa's back diving with his right hand first.
Remember, Magpok was the guy who got ahead 3-0, tossed his bat, and then battled back to start the rally in the 3rd inning.
That's always impressive to see, whether it's a pitcher thinking he struck someone out. You have to recollect yourself. First pitch to Magpok. Inner edge for strike 1.
That's bad luck. That pitch is upstairs. Magpok is just simply not that tall.
Ryan Damari behind the plate, begs to differ. The 0-1 from Twist. Called strike 2. A little bit lower inside edge, right at the belt buckle of Magpok. Twist looks back at first, trying to end the half inning. The 2-strike pitch in there for strike 3. Toby Twist struts off the mound. An excellent performance after giving up the leadoff walk 4 strikeouts on the day.
2021.
And the Mariners looking to capitalize off of a nice performance from Twist, that time on the rubber. Mariners down by 2. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the Rental Source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
The Brewster Whitecaps lead the Mariners through 4. Harwich with a little bit of work to do, but they have not been able to get to the starter Trevor Hansen. The UC Irvine product is back out there for the 5th inning of action, giving up just 1 hit. What's been working, Gino?
It's just his confidence. I mean, he's got 4 strikeouts today. The lone hit he's given up was a tapper to the left side of the mound from Broussard. And how does Hansen respond? Oh, yeah, he picks him off at first.
It's been all Hansen tonight. We mentioned numerous times. Over 95 innings at school, a 3.3 ERA. Unbelievable numbers. First pitch to Kyle Wolf, a swinging strike 1. And it's been that pitch right there. The combination of that was the curveball and then the changeup in the low 80s. Mariners just not making contact with the slower stuff so far tonight. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Harwich. Wolf behind 0-1. The pitch chopped foul. Kyle Wolf behind 0-2. And that's a terrific point when you bring up Trey Broussard, the 1 hit. That was a swinging bunt, and if it was any